There, this is Donna from Donna's Creative Space, and today is Friday, so that means I have a fun fold card for you. So if you haven't joined me, I've been doing a fun fold card every Friday, and I'm calling the series Friday Fun Folds. It's not always a card, I take that back. Sometimes it is a project. One time, in fact, I have something right in front of me. We did this a few weeks back as a fun fold project. But today we're going to do some cards. And today's fun fold is a triangular fun fold. So I'm using this stamp set, Ridiculously Awesome. This was designed by Rhonda Wade, and she's a $1 million seller for Stampin' Up. And I just love these big, bold sentiments. So I've already done my stamping, but I will show you what I did. Now, here's one card that I did with the You Are My Sunshine, and this is the Ornate Garden, Design a Series paper. I used the medium daisy punch, and these little gems here, these were the, do you remember these? We don't have them anymore. They're the gold faceted gems. But when it comes to embellishments and twine and stuff, I don't get rid of it. I save it and I use it up where I can. So this is this yellow twine also is retired. So I put center in one of those in the center of two medium daisy punches, and this is how the card opens. It just like this. So you can put your sentiment, your writing on the inside, and that's pretty cool, huh? I used Old Olive. I used Pear Pizzazz. I used the scallop layered ovals for this. And that's about it. So I'll show you a couple others, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. Here's another one here. Same set. I used the same stamp on this one. This is the Misty Moonlight cardstock, Misty Moonlight ribbon. And this paper is, oh my goodness, Flowers of Every Season. Oh my goodness, why don't I remember the exact name? Something like that. Season of Flowers, maybe. And these are the in color. Since Misty Moonlight is an in color, these are the 2020, 2022 in color enamel dots. I used the Misty Moonlight ones there. I do love this, this blue. And this is Mint Macaron scallop. Same use of these scalloped layered dies for that. And this is a horizontal one, but it opens just the same. So, and then I did the same, since you make two of everything, when you'll see what I mean by that. I took a circle, the layered circles. I used a 2-inch punch for the sentiment, and I used a layered circle scallop. This is the ribbon from the playing, let's see, it is a pool party. It is, let me see, I'm trying to look it up, I'm sorry, it's Coastal Cabana, and it's from the Playing with Patterns ribbon combo pack. And I just threw on some pearls. Haven't used my regular pearls in a while, so I thought I would. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you how to make this. So what you're going to need, well, let me show you the paper I'm using first. I am using, this is new paper, came out in the holiday catalog. It's called Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. This is the piece I'm using. That's the other side. And I'll just real quickly, while I have your attention, I'll just show you this so this is the one I'm using. But then we have some acorns. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's really pretty gold and copper embossed. And this is the back of that one, so you get 2 sheets of that. This, I'm not sure what this is. This package says it matches with Mint Macaron, Cajun Craze. I'll show you how to find that. On the back of your DSP packages, it lists the colors. Can you see that? It says Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, Very Vanilla. That doesn't mean you can only use that. That just gives you an idea of what you can use. So So back to this piece. I'm not sure what this, I guess it looks like flower blossoms. And on the back of that one are these cute acorns and leaves. Oh, this is a pretty one too. The back of that, oh, that's a nice stripe. I can picture a lot of masculine cards with that. And then this one, oh, that's pretty too. And the back of that is, this is an early espresso, and I want to say, is this called houndstooth? That's what I think. I'm not sure though. And then some pumpkins and gourds. And on the back of these two is like a brown speckled egg. That's kind of cool. So that's the paper, the designer series paper that I'm using for today. And like I said, I'm using this one here. Okay, so I'm using that. Let me get rid of this. Put this away. And you are going to need a full sheet, an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. And choose one that's going to coordinate with your paper. Isn't this pretty? Love that piece. And now, since the background of this is kind of a vanilla-ish paper, I didn't want to use Whisper White. I had started to. I created a black and white one, and then I stamped on with black on white, and I thought, well, that is going to be okay. If that's what you have, you can use that. That looks fine. I'll show you as I get closer. Right, that looks okay. But we have very vanilla paper, if you don't know, and it's just like Whisper White, only it's off-white. It's very vanilla, we call it, and it goes perfectly with this. See that? And so I have another piece. So you're going to need, you can actually make two cards out of one piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So you need your designer series paper 4 by 5 1/4. And an inside mat. This is the very vanilla. I went ahead and stamped in early espresso to match my paper. And I, again, am using mint macaron to pull out this green here. So that, I think, is going to look great. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to need your trimmer or scoreboard, whichever you have. I'm going to use my trimmer. So, and sorry, this is my old one. I have a trimmer in every room. This happens to be handy, so I'm going to use my scoreboard, my trimmer, and I'm going to score at 4 1/4. Is my first score, which is on the vertical, holding a paper vertical. Then I'm going to turn it sideways, horizontally, and I'm going to score at 5 1/2. Okay. Now I'm going to take off my blade, my score blade, just to give myself some room. And I know this is different than the new trimmer, but let me just get off I want to have all the room I can, so I'm just taking off I'm popping out my score, and I'm putting back my cutting blade. So now what we need to do is we're going to slice this right in half. So you could do it if you had a long ruler, and you could do it on a cutting mat with an X-Acto knife, but I'm going to make use of our trimmer. So I'm going to put this point, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to put one point down here. Let me bring it up close. So I'm going to put this point in the gutter there, and that point in the gutter up there. But I'm going to put it down now so that I can do it evenly. So I have this one and this one, that one and that one. I'm going to close. Now it's best if you kind of start near the center instead of trying to start at a point. So I started here and I went up and I came back and I went down. So now I have my two pieces. Okay. So now, I put that away and I need to cut. You are going to take your 4 by 5 1/4 piece of designer series paper, and you're going to do a similar thing. Put that point in the gutter there and that point in the gutter there, and you're going to slice that. And again, it's good to start in the center and work up and down. Okay, so that's done. Oh, sorry for the noise. So now, because I have dimensional paper, hang on. Because I have dimensional paper, directional paper, not dimensional paper. my goodness. I want to decide how I do my card. So if I fold it like this, right, that would work, because that wouldn't work because I've cut my paper this way if I wanted that side. So I have to fold it this way. So you just have to figure out which side you're using. And now this will work. See that? But once you score your paper, you can do either way. Let me put that one aside. So now I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to fold this flat and crease. Okay, and now I'm going to just crease. I like to run over this because sometimes my blade leaves a little ridge. So now I'm going to put this like that, and I'm going to do my crease up here. And there is our card. So this one is going to open like this. Isn't that cool? All right. So now on this other one, let's see if we want to. Let's see, we could. I could do it this. Oh, if on this way, let's say I wanted my left side to open this way, right? All I have to do is when I cut this paper, instead of cutting this, I cut it this way, like this. I'll show you. So now I would cut, before we cut this way, now I'm going to cut this way. So I'm going to put my paper in, so the points are in the gully, and I'm going to start in the middle, come this way, and then go back up, okay? So you just have to play around when it's, dimensional paper. So then you can decide which way you want to do it. This goes up this way, so the left opens, or the right opens. And this one goes like this, and like this. Right? I like to do it this way. So I think I'm going to use this one, put this one aside. So because our adhesive is squared off at the end, I like to use our liquid glue for this. So, because you can get right into the point. So you're going to put a little liquid glue, and you're going to just scribble it on, and just get into those points, right? And then you're going to put it on, and you're going to leave, now my head might get in the way, but you're going to leave a little border of the early espresso all the way around. And with this glue, you have a little bit of wiggle time to move it around. Okay, now I'll do the other side, same way. I love using this glue. I would use it more often, but I just make a mess with it. I end up with sticky fingers, and I get glue on everything. So when I can use my tape runners, I do. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. So there's our card, opens up. While I'm here and I have this out, I'll just use this for my inside piece. I'll try not to get all gluey fingers. Okay. All right. So there's our card. So now that I have to try to find things. Okay, here they are. So now, isn't this going to really pop this out? So so you're going to end up seeing the back of this. Now on one of these cards, when I did this horizontal one, it's a landscape rather than portrait, I put the ribbon on the back of the scallop and then realized it would show. So I ended up just cutting another straight edge scallop, the same size as the white, in the, oh my goodness, mint macaron. Gosh, I had a brain freeze. So I put a piece on the back so you wouldn't see the ribbon. And now on this one, I put the ribbon underneath the sentiment. So this is what I'm going to do. So the way I'm going to do that is like this. I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive. And I think I'm going to use my Seal Plus instead, even though now I have double adhesive on there. But the Seal Plus is a little bit stronger. And then I'm going to take my ribbon. So this is going to end up like this, right, when I'm done. So I'm going to take my ribbon, and I'm going to put it across like this, right? And then I'm going to bring it back like this. I'm going to leave a little loop on one side. Oh my goodness, it's going all over the place. right? So I leave a little loop on that side. Okay, and then, you guessed it, make a loop on this side. Just like that, and I'll turn it over and I say, oh, well, this side looks a little bit long. So I will lift that up, make it a little bit shorter. And I have my ribbon scissors. I just cut that a little longer so I can see what it looks like once I'm done. So now, let's see, we have that on there. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to go all the way around the edge. I could use glue, but like I said, it's going to really mess everything up, mainly my fingers. So I put more adhesive than I normally would. If I was just putting this on cardstock, I wouldn't put that much adhesive, but because we are holding down the ribbon also, I put in extra. So now I'm going to center this on the scallop, just like so, right? Press it down, and then from the back I can really give it a... Okay, so this is going to go on the card here, and you don't want to put dimensionals around on the complete back of this. You only want to put on one side. So we want to put on the top half because I want this to open this way. All right, so we don't want to put dimensionals here because you'll stick it to your card shut. So I turned it over and I only put dimensionals on this side here. So I'm going to peel those off with, I love my take your pick tool for this, and get them all at once, drop them in the trash. And now I just put this on, and what I do is I'll put it on very lightly. I have to hold it up. It's hard to do things while in the different angle, but I put it on and I want to open it up and make sure, see, nothing's showing, so that's perfect. So now I can press it down good. All right, so basically the card is done. I was trying to see what I would put on this, and these are a little bit too bright, and I don't have brown ones. Let's see, maybe, let's see, you know what, maybe I will put on, maybe I'll put these white ones. Those might be kind of pretty on here. Let me get my scissors without the ribbon, and I will put on, oh, actually, oh, I think I like these kind of, I don't know what color this is. Don't run away. Yeah. Maybe I'll put one down here. I think I want another little one. I usually like to do odd numbers, but now it's going to be even, but I do want another one up there. How's that? How's that look? And so the card is all done now. See that? So isn't that a great fun fold? So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Fun Fold Friday. And, oops, sorry. I'm going to get my ribbon scissors, and I just want to cut this off so that it would be able to fit in an envelope. I almost forgot that. There we go. Okay, so there's our card. So that was our Fun Fold Friday for today. I will put these out so you can see. I do like this, You Are My Sunshine. I like that sentiment. I love the big boldness of this. So thank you very much for joining me. If you are planning, let me go like this, make the blues opposite each other. If you are planning on shopping for the rest of this month, please use my host code PW2WZWK9 at donnasingleton.stampinup.net. Thank you for watching this edition, and if you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you'd like. I would like to see some comments. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you can like it and leave me a comment there too, or YouTube. Either way, thank you very much, and sign up for my newsletter at donnascreativespace.com. That way you can stay informed. Take care. See you next Friday. Bye-bye.